Welcome to Gerald Khalil's Conversation Piece. I share my thoughts on social content in sports, politics, and entertainment. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So usually I would come out with my Power 5 teams in the NBA for the week, but I wanted to focus on the Power 2, and that is the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Oklahoma City Thunder, and how the NBA continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Now, the teams play each other next Wednesday on January 8th. That will be televised on ESPN in Cleveland. And they play another game after that, a week afterwards in Oklahoma City. That one will be televised also, but on TNT, I believe. But the Cavs, they have yet to lose to a Western Conference team. And OKC, outside of the NBA Cup championship game where they lost to Milwaukee, but doesn't count against your record, they have yet to lose to a Eastern Conference team. The Cavs currently have the best record in the league at 29-4. OKC has the second best record at 27-5. The Cavs have won 8 straight. OKC have won 12 straight. And right now, the Cavaliers are on pace to win 72 games. OKC, they're on pace to win about 70, I believe. And you got these two teams, dynamite teams, no one talks about them. And that is what's so frustrating with the NBA and why the league is just led by Adam Silver, just terrible, right? And you have to wonder, what is the NBA doing to help out their own cause? And the question is, why do they fail to market these teams? Well, part of the reason is, first they'll say, well, there's no one on these teams that folks are interested in. Okay, well, why is that? You may ask, well, they say, oh, well, they don't have, the Cavs were interesting when they had LeBron James. Well, okay, well, they don't anymore. LeBron is 40 years old. He will be out of the league soon. And the Cavaliers, currently constructed as a dynamite team. Same thing with OKC. They are a dynamite team. Those teams have stars, all right? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for OKC. Right now, he should be MVP. He's playing that well. For the Cavaliers, you have Donovan Mitchell. And those aren't the only guys on the team. They're other players on each of those teams that are dynamite, and they are just awesome players. And it's just so frustrating that you have to deal with this crap from the NBA. Because let me tell you, I watched the Cavaliers game against the Lakers the other night, and I turn on, I pick up my phone. I want to check out ESPN to see what they said about it. I just want to see some feedback, right? The highlight reels, 7 out of the 10 highlights of the game were Laker highlights. So if you didn't watch the game, you would have known, you would have thought that the Lakers won this game. They showed LeBron with his tomahawk slam. They showed Austin Reeves. They say, watch him put so-and-so in a spin cycle. And I'm like, okay. And then, near the end, they showed a few of the Cavaliers highlights. Yet, the Cavaliers won by 12 points. Right? When it was a comfortable win. Now, the Lakers, They got it within 2 points a couple of times. I think they got it at 1 point a few times. But that game was never in doubt. Oh, and here's the thing that ESPN won't tell you is that the Lakers had 2 days off going into that game with the Cavaliers, and the Cavs were playing the second of a back-to-back. The night before, they blew out Golden State. No contest. But you'll never know that, ESPN. Okay, they're not going to tell you that. And this is why, it's not only frustrating, this is why the NBA ratings are down in the tubes. They do not know how to market. No, I'll take that back. They know how to market, but they don't market correctly. Okay, they continue to go with the stars. And if you get a team that doesn't have a star where they feels on the level of a LeBron James or a Kevin Durant or a Stephen Curry, they're not going to promote you. And this is why the league is dying a slow death. Because you have to look at this here. Now, a smart business folks, or a smart business model, okay, and especially when you're promoting something, you put the best out there. And I'll go back a little bit in the day where you had a record artist, whether you're a rock star, whether you're a rap star, whatever, and you're trying to get a deal from a record label. Now, are you going to put out your side? Are you going to come out with stuff that's B stuff, mid, stuff that's mid? You're never going to get a deal if you do that. You're going to put your best stuff out there. You want them to listen to your best stuff so you can get that deal. Promote yourself, right? That's what the NBA should be doing. But they do not do that. And then they question why is everyone saying our product is either mid or a bad product? Because you keep promoting bad teams. The Lakers. Now, they're not bad. They're just mid, right? They're 18 and 14? But you keep promoting them because you keep pushing LeBron James. You keep pushing this narrative like, oh, well, he's 40 years old and he's the first 40-year-old who's done this. He's the first 40-year-old who's done that. Oh, him. Look at LeBron and look at his son. The first in the NBA to have father and son team. And look, nothing against LeBron. I'm just saying how your marketing is just bad. All right. So if you keep marketing mid to below mid stuff, poor stuff, then of course people are going to say it's poor. You market the Golden State Warriors a whole lot. Last time I checked, they're a 500 team and they've been playing terrible ball, but yet you keep putting them on TV, yet you keep talking about them. All right. What about marketing the Houston Rockets? They're having a hell of a season. Don't hear anything about them. Don't hear anything about them. These are great teams. Houston, OKC, Cleveland. But you don't want to market them at all. Now, the whole danger in all of this and continuing to use the model that the NBA is currently using, and Adam Silver, of course, he's just so reactive. It's just ridiculous. Let's say you get to the finals in June and you have a Cleveland OKC matchup, a Cleveland Houston matchup, an OKC matchup with, I don't know, whoever from the East. Pick someone else. What are you going to say when the ratings are low? And the basketball will probably be good. But what are you going to say when the ratings are low? you're going to say, oh, well, no one cares about those markets. Is that what you're going to say? No one cares about those markets? Well, you didn't promote these teams. It would have helped a whole lot if you would have promoted the teams. Because, see, the thing is that they look to just market these big market teams or teams with superstars. They're like, oh, give me the Lakers against anybody in the East. Because you can just go back a couple of years ago when it was Denver against Miami. Miami didn't really have that superstar, right? You had Jimmy Butler, but he's not a superstar. And Denver and Nikola Jokic, he is a superstar. Nikola Jokic, excuse me, he is a superstar. But because he is not American born, I don't know. You put no effort into marketing him. I hear that he's not marketable. Well, why isn't he marketable? You can make him marketable. If you just put the time and energy and the money behind him, you can make him marketable. And at the same time, you can prop up the Nuggets and make them more marketable. But you don't do that because you're reactive, Adam Silver. And I hope you're looking at this. I know you probably would never look at this, but maybe you may get wind of this or get wind of any other YouTube content creator that's complaining about how bad the league is and how bad you are as a commissioner, right? And what the NBA has done, and especially ESPN, they got rid of all the folks who knew anything about the league, who knew about how basketball should be played. And it's like they got all these cheerleaders, all these fanboys to promote the league. There's a segment that's on ESPN. It has Stephen A. Smith, Malika Andrews, Kendrick Perkins, and the former GM of the Warriors. I can't recall his name right now, but it's like they're all fanboys. First thing Malika Andrews will say, she'll start out a segment. Do you know LeBron James is the first? Blah, 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 blah. And it's always about that. And no one talks about good teams playing good basketball. And it's like, that's what ESPN wants. They got rid of Jeff Van Gundy. You remember him, right? He was really good. They got rid of Mark Jackson. Really good. Those were two of the best analysts, in basketball. And they got fired. They got cut for other folks who know less about basketball, and it's about more entertainment. It is so frustrating, and it's sad that the league, because of these decisions that they're making, mainly Adam Silver, he just lets things just go along, is dying a slow death. I said it once, and I'll say it again. Take a look at what the NFL does. Try to follow their model, at least a little bit. It makes no difference who the matchup is. It makes no difference. Super Bowl, it can be, and I'll mention them, Green Bay. they've never had any issues with their ratings because Green Bay was in the Super Bowl. Green Bay is their smallest market. Okay? But yet, the NBA, if they get a Cleveland and an OKC, the markets are going to, the ratings are going to crash. And those two aren't even their smallest markets. Cleveland not even close. I think Utah's, Salt Lake City is NBA's smallest market. And please correct me if I'm wrong. I think maybe OKC may be second smallest market. But that's a shame. All right? Because, again, you go back 2 years ago, they got very low ratings, Denver and Miami. Those are not small markets. Miami is a major market. Well, those are my thoughts. I will definitely review the Cavaliers Thunder game after they play. So make sure you tune into that. Also, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.